What's good, everybody? Um, I want to wrap up the video from yesterday. We did not have enough time to finish and put in all the information that I want to give to you. It's about toxic individuals that are probably on a spectrum of narcissistic psychopathy. But yes, we are not here to diagnose other people if we're not licensed therapists. And we also should not carelessly label people with these terms, but definitely safety and self-defense is always the highest um, priority for each individual. So that's all I can say to this topic. Let's get right into it. I want to title this video, Their Project is Projection, and they want you to go through their trauma and drama. You need to understand that the reality and perception of each person is individually different. So the signal that enters our senses from the world, from the outside world that we all share, is very, similar. Of course, even the different senses are individual, so each eye, each ear, everything is a little bit different, but the signal is basically, we could say the same, but the perception is very different, and this is how everybody creates his reality different. And when you have certain traumas, childhood trauma, and you did not work on it, these will create lifelong drama that you repeatedly will go through in circles. And when you, again, not work on it, when you don't do shadow work or other ways of self-work, you might tend to project your shortcomings on other people, okay? And this is not an exception with the group of people that we're talking about, right? So I made a list so I don't forget to give you any information. Yeah, so in general, your best telltale sign when you're engaging with these people is a constant confusion for different reasons. It can be a very small confusion in just a fraction of a second because of some of the reactions seem off or some glitches in the face. But it can be intended confusion when they gaslight you. And also this can have different reasons why they do this, or it can be an unintended confusion because these people are different, and this is why they can be confusing to you. Yeah, so again, I have to repeat myself. Repetition creates a learning effect. Do not engage with these people if you don't have to. So I advise you to, or I recommend you, I'm not advising you, I'm recommending you to go through your memories that you have stored in your brain. And this has a lot of benefit because when you have engaged with these people for too long, this might be the reason why you watch my video, is that you will be traumatized yourself in some way because you have been taken on so much drama and trauma from this projective identification, from the projection, and you will have been destabilized, so to say, because the goal is to destabilize you and control and colonize your mind. So you have been trained, you have been destabilized to make you a codependent and to open you for further manipulation, and also to create opportunities, because we know these people are opportunists. Okay. So to work through these experiences that you made that constantly confused you, and you tried complicated ways to understand it, you just have to apply the simplicity that I taught about you. You know, it's always a simple explanation. They want something from you, and these people thrive in chaos and emergency situations. So they will destabilize the social environment around people, they will destabilize people, and they will create artificial emergency situations. Artificial because it is intended and it is a long-term plan to create this. And of course, they will try to hide their involvement in the destabilization process. And then they will say, oh, this happened, there is a victim. So they make other people, they victimize other people, or they victimize themselves. So they will also present themselves as a victim. So if they bring their own children in an artificial emergency situation, they will also put themselves in the victimhood role and say, oh, I'm a victim, my children are, something has happened to them. Now they will use the empathy and the social structure around them to extract financial funds or services. So to create a situation where they can extract supply, they will create artificial emergency situations. And this is where the term comes from, predatory parasites. Okay. Then I'm just going through this list now to finish the message, and I feel like I gave you a lot of information, and I hope that this will help you to work through your past memories and integrate the things that happened so that they finally can make sense to you and you don't have any memory leaks or any confusion left. Okay, so I told you they thrive in chaos, create these situations, they destabilize, and yeah, they tend to not grow, build, create, or generate anything in life. They rather take or overtake or consume finished products, social environments, anything. Okay, this is just something that you have to identify what you're dealing with. Okay, they have no shame, guilt, or remorse. No shame, guilt, or remorse. They will never apologize, and yeah, they do not follow an ethical or moral code, and this also often can create confusion in you, because you will wonder, also, why is this person suddenly starting to compete with me, working against me, having resent against me? And even though I did nothing against them, I helped them. And then why don't they show shame? They even show pride in doing these things, stuff like that, all right? And also to finish the message, I think we through then, is these things that I told you, they are on a spectrum, which means they can, depending on the situation, on the environment, on the observers, they always show a different face of themselves, because they don't have this authentic phase, which means you will not feel a character core or a straight line in the way they are or act. Is that they can, when they show the covert side of them, they will present themselves like a doormat, lying flat on the ground, being super vulnerable. Everybody treated them wrong. They are complete victims of everybody else. And you cannot confront a doormat, okay? And you might feel like, okay, I can help this poor creature. Meanwhile, when you turn your back, they backstab you and start to work covertly against you. And this is, of course, also very confusing. But if you know that this is um, a predatory parasite, you know this is what he will do, okay? So he will make you believe that he is just a victim, but at the same time, he will start working to destabilize your environment. Um, and these people can seamlessly switch from the role of the abuser to the victim. So they keep abusing you covertly in all kinds of confusing and completely weird ways. And as soon as you hold them accountable or you point a finger on them, they quickly switch to the victim. And this is the way they will establish their extraction of supply. And the overt way, when they present themselves overtly, they will show their competitive behavior and the grandiosity, and these kind of people also show this boldness, this fearlessness, that is also confusing, because you know when their ship is sinking or it's burning, so they have all kinds of trouble, but they appear completely calm, collected, pretend they are good, everything is fine. So this can also be even very scary when people have this boldness on them, okay? Yeah, so just know that this is just so twisted. I feel like I believe that these people also, when they themselves are calm and peaceful to the outside, it means they have a raging war within them. They are feeling not comfortable when they are at peace and seem to be regulated. But when they can live out this storm, this drama that they will project you because they want to go through it again, they want to see other people suffer the same problems they have, the same negative emotions, okay? They want to make other people feel the same rejection they have got all their lives, and what kind of hardships and whatnot. When they can live it out, or they see other people experiencing it because they destabilize the environment enough and make these people now go through their trauma, this is when they actually feel calm. And again, they use these chaotic situations to emerge as the winners, because I also told you, whatever emotion you give them, whether, it doesn't matter. Is it hate? Is it sadness? Is it you crying, you're laughing, you idealize them, you worship them? It doesn't matter. They extract something. They always win. And the same is with a situation. Is it a marriage? Is it a birthday party? Is it a chaotic situation of people crying and children having their dad removed or something like that? Is it a happy event? Is it a real chaotic event of hardships and people leaving and having problems? They will win because it is prepared by them, it is intended by them, and they will always be in a position to reap some form of short-term reward for them. But I told you that when you cultivate your these things that make you stand apart, so you have real empathy, you can cry for other people, you care for other people, you follow an ethical code, your emotions are really regulated, You you're not competitive with anyone. You mind your own business. You have to figure exactly to figure out what did they use as ammunition against you, and cultivate exactly this, because this is the only way that you can at the end have the long-term stability that you need, and to show who is who in the game, and to keep yourself the way you are born, that you're meant to be, okay? You don't become a zombie, which means you don't turn narcissistic or psychopathic yourself. This is the goal of them as well. In the end phase, when they discard you and try to push you over, is to make you bitter and resentful and hateful as well. Okay, so they are desperately obsessed by proving their delusion, and their delusional idea is you are not better than them. Okay, you are not better than them. This is because they are in this hierarchy thinking, and they desperately need to win. And this is why they want you to act out. This is why they want you to be on their level. You never have been, and you never will go there. Keep tunnel visioning and reprocessing all your memories. And I think I gave you a lot of clue how to make sense of the things you experienced. Stay blessed.